Good morning, my loves. Happy Saturday. Beautiful day here at the lake. The high today is in the 90s. As you can see, it is gorgeous out there. Typical day in Arizona. What can I say? Interesting topic. And this is one I want you to talk to your kids about because it's that important. What do you make? What basis, your foundation for your everyday decisions? Just what you're going to wear, what you're going to have for lunch, things like that. What is your foundation for making those decisions? Okay? Just bear with me. So I deal with a lot of teens and adolescents, as well as adults, of course. But you would be surprised how many of those decisions are based on shallow reasons. It's not, is this healthy for me? Is this in my best interest? It's more, what's everybody else going to have? How will I look eating it? What will people think? Yeah. Kids. When I say kids, I mean all ages of kids up until college age. So many of their decisions are based on what will everybody think? Do I look good in this? Do I look fat? How does my hair look? How does my skin look? What are people going to say? They want to assimilate. They want to blend in. They want to be accepted. Where does this start? As toddlers, as babies. Kids, little ones, toddlers, want the approval of mommy and daddy. Kids in school want the approval of the teacher. They want to assimilate, with classmates and blend in, to be accepted. And that's, to an extent, that's fine, because we all need to be appreciated and validated. We deserve validation. But we should also focus on self-validation, knowing that you did a good job. You may not have made an A on your book report, but you worked so hard on it, you really enjoyed the book, and you got a B. Be proud of that. That's okay. Don't always expect top of the line straight A's. It's not always going to happen. Support, nurture your kids, validate them. Don't hold them to too high of a standard. And make sure they're not basing the foundations of their decisions on shallow, superficial reasons. What they're going to eat. Adolescents, oh my gosh, from 12 years old on, they don't want to eat because they're going to get fat. Well, so-and-so doesn't like this. They said, they heard on TikTok, all kinds of stupid stuff. It's nutrition. It's basic nutrition. You need certain things for your body to function. Your body is a walking battery. Your heart works off of a chemical battery. Your brain works off of a chemical battery. We have to have the right electrolytes, the right chemicals in your body to function. You have to have water, not soda, not coffee, not beer, not energy drinks. You need real life water. Yeah. You need fresh produce, salads, fruit, protein. And I know that doesn't, necessarily involve McDonald's and Chick-fil-A and Chipotle and Taco Bell and all the cool stuff, but there's a time and place for that. But just be smart, because your body needs nutrients to survive. If you don't eat enough food, your body will go into starvation mode. And that's what people dealing with anorexia and bulimia, body dysmorphic syndrome, don't understand. If you starve yourself, there comes a point when the body will start, instead of just sacrificing fat, it will start burning muscle. Rhabdomyolysis. That's dangerous, because it will start sacrificing muscle. It will start sacrificing organs. That's the last thing you want for a kid. They don't see it like that. They don't see the big picture. We need to make sure that they do. That their decision-making isn't based on superficial, shallow foundations. I mean, it's fine if you want to look nice. Who doesn't? But don't base everything on what somebody else is going to think of you. Put something on, how does it make you feel about yourself? Let's start removing the importance of external validation and encourage internal validation. How does it make you feel about yourself? If you eat McDonald's, Pizza Hut, because that's where everybody wants to go to lunch. So you go and you eat. How does it make you feel afterwards? Do you feel kind of sluggish? Do you feel kind of bloated? Do you feel kind of yucky? Does it bother your tummy? Do you get a headache? Was it worth it? Just because that's what the crowd wanted to go and eat? Just think about the foundations of your decisions. And with the older kids, then we start dealing with dating, what everybody's doing. That can be really dangerous, basing those kind of decisions on what the crowd is doing. Well, everybody's smoking, everybody's partying, everybody's having sex. Well, with kids, that may or may not be true. They talk a good game. And then you have somebody that believes it and does it. And some things you can't undo. Some bells you cannot unring. So just talk to them about why they are making the decisions that they are making. Talk with them, not at them, not to them, with them about why they feel this way. Explain to them STIs. They are real, and some of them are forever. They don't realize this. They'll say, no, that's not what I saw on TikTok. Well, honey, I don't care what you saw on TikTok, because the person on TikTok probably didn't go to medical school or nursing school. They're probably 14, 15 years old, and they think it's funny. They're trying to do something viral or a trend or whatever it's called. Just talk to your kids about why they think the way they think, why they make the decisions that they're making. I know, school's ending this year. In some areas, the kids are already picking out classes for next year, which is very exciting. I remember doing that. And it's thrilling, getting to pick your own classes. Going from junior high to high school is huge. And then going from your junior year to your senior year in high school, you get the really cool electives. I remember those days. I picked classes that I was genuinely interested in. Yes, I needed the credits for college and things like that, but I got topics or classes, subjects that I thought were really good, and it paid off. But how often is it, well, so-and-so's taking this class, so I want to take it too. There's more to it than your friends. These are friends for right now. Now, I will admit, I still have friends from, oh my gosh, all the way back to elementary school. I have friends from high school that I talk to, some of them just about every day. Absolutely, they mean the world to me. But I don't make my life decisions based on what they think or don't think. And I don't think I ever have. So talk to your kids about how they make decisions. And while you're at it, look at yourself. How do you make your decisions? If somebody in your crowd, your group, gets a haircut and it looks okay on them, do you go out and get the same haircut, assuming it will look just as good on you? Tattoos? Honey, oh, don't get me started on tattoos. I am anti-tattoo. I don't care for them at all. But how many people go and get a tattoo because a friend did? Or they're going out drinking and somebody says, oh, let's go get a tattoo. Sure. You really sure about that? And never, please, if you are into tattoos, that's your business, never tattoo a name, unless it's like a child's name or something, a parent. But don't ever put the name of somebody you're dating or you were married to, because that may not last forever, you know? And then you're going to be carrying around somebody's name that you probably don't want to see every day. Just think about why you're making the decisions you're making. Instead of worrying about what the crowd thinks. How do I look? Do I look fat? Do I look thin? Do I look bloated? Is this trendy? Oh, this isn't in style anymore. Nobody wears their hair like that. Instead of that, base your decisions on how does this make me feel about me. That's most important. And lastly, careers. So often I see people, especially kids, going from high school into the work field or college into the work field. They will so often do what everybody else wants to do. Well, so-and-so is going to work here. They're picking this as a major. Do what works for you, not everybody else. And if your child, your family is anti-military or anti-police, and your child wants to go into the military or the police force or EMS or be a firefighter, let them. It's their life. Let them follow their passion. Because believe it or not, even though you may not support the authority figures, we kind of need them when your house is burning down. You kind of need them when you're in a car accident or you've been shot. So look at it like that. Allow your child to be who they are, who they want to be. Stop micromanaging. And I want you to be who you are. I want you to step into your authenticity. Stand tall and proud in who you are, what you stand for, not what everybody else wants you to be. A few months ago, oh gosh, it must have been 6 months ago, I talked to someone that had decided to come out, and they were scared to death. And I said, people will love you for who you are. Step into your authenticity. Be you. Stand tall and proud in your truth and your authenticity, and be you. And people that love you and respect you will support you and nurture you. And if they don't, honey, they were never your friend to start with. I got a call a little while after. They came out to the family, and everybody loved them and supported them. Most of them already knew. And it was okay. They were worried for nothing. And they're happy. And they feel comfortable in their own skin because they're doing what works for them. They're making their decisions based on what makes them feel good about their life. And I am not talking immediate gratification. I'm talking big decisions. Just think about it. Talk to your kids. What do you base your decision-making skills? What are they? How do you make your decisions? It's fine. If it's, can I afford this? Well, that's a good way to look at it. How is this going to serve me? I mean, getting a mani-pedi is great, but can you take that $100 or $200, put it toward a bill that you're late on? That might be wiser. Put it on groceries, healthy groceries. Just think. Use your brain. Stop making superficial decisions. Just little words of wisdom from an old lady.